Okay, today I'm going to do a quick video on hooking up the brush grapple to the excavator, removing a bucket, and I'm going to go over some modifications that I made to the grapple because the way I had it wasn't working. It was breaking the hoses and all kinds of different things. So I changed some things, and so we'll go over all that right now. All right, so first thing I'm going to have to do is I need to remove this bucket from the excavator. So this is a John Deere quick attach, and it's a manual quick attach, I guess you would call it, but it has the bolt and then the wedge that goes in here and holds the bucket on by the ears. And so the first thing we do is remove this bolt. It's long-winded, but it comes out eventually. And then take these two little pins out here, right there and right there. Now I have to get this wedge out. So normally I can hit it with something that's not my crescent wrench. I'll go get a hammer. I'll be right back. All right, so I went and got my not a crescent wrench hammer. Bam, hit it on the side and it comes right out. All right, and so now we could take the bucket off and then hook it on here. I have the grapple laying on its side because I think it'll be easier to hook up, because if it's sitting up, then this flops all over and it's almost impossible to hook up. So I think if I can do it this way. Yeah, let's see if I can pull that off. I'm going to attempt to take the bucket off and then hook that thing up. Maybe. Got the wedge. The wedge goes in. Two Carter keys go in, or not Carter keys, but I don't know what they are, ring thingy whoppers. And the bolt. This thing's really light, so it should just be really easy to get in. And I just crank it in. Okay, that's that. Let's pick it up now. Okay, so if you recall, when I put this thing together, I'll put a clip of it on here so we can see what I mean. But I had all of this stuff, the diverter valve, this metal thing, all this was coming out the front here to here. And this was flipped around facing forward. What would happen is this being faced forward and this being here, the grapple would swing up and this would come up under here and hit these hoses and break them. So this still isn't perfect. These hoses were made for when it was forward. Once these go, I'll replace them and get a little different sort of situation. So now this is safe from this hitting it. This won't be banging around so much because this isn't up here to hit. It's easier to get the wedge in it. It's easier to hook it up. Everything's just, it's just a better situation all around. All right, so it works pretty good. Tomorrow, like I said, a guard around this. I did cut this with the angle grinder and then just welded it back over here. Don't make fun of my welds. This is like the 4th thing I've ever welded my entire life, so you can see under there. It's pretty strong though. But that's what I got going here. I think this will be a lot better. I think it'll save me a lot of frustration because now there's plenty of slack here for the grapple to swing left and right and back and forth, and these are not going to hit anything. I may end up having to flip this around so this is up, so if it does hit up here, these don't hit. I'm not sure like if they even will, but I have a feeling they will. So I'll flip this around. Maybe this guard can be up, protecting the tops of these. But this is good because now I think it won't cause me a lot of trouble. Maybe. We have the 2 hoses here. I believe they go like this. That one goes over there. This one comes over here, I think. Probably cost me $3 every time I change this thing, just because of the oil that pours out. I mean, the good thing about hydraulic oil is that it loves to pour all over everything. It's great. It's a 50-50 chance that the hoses are backwards again, like I know how, but we'll see. I ran the wire up to here from back there. It just makes it easier to plug it in. I did have it way back here and it was just a super giant hassle, so now we have it up here. Now I have, you know, 6,000 feet too much, but that's okay. It's better than 6,000 feet not enough. So we hook this into here, as we have always done. I got a nice trailer connector. It's waterproof and it's pretty tough because everything on the end here is subject to getting tore off. These are awesome. They keep things clean. This cap goes here when it's off. This cap goes inside the fitting. When I'm not using them, I just put them together like this and they're clean. Another thing I did, I welded a hook onto it for putting a chain in so I could pick stuff up easier, more safely, I guess. All right, let's see what we get going here. See what I mean about this guard hitting here? Does not appear to be hitting the hoses. That is very good. I'm glad about that. I still think, well, I bet if I flip this around then it'd probably be worse. So maybe I'll leave it like it is right now and just see what happens. Yeah, I like this a lot better. Minus that. I should have ground it better. Oh well, we're good. Yeah, this is going to be a lot better. My hoses aren't going to get tore up as fast, I think. I might put a plate right here that I can bolt on. Put a little plate right here. Underneath right here, bolt it here. And over here. Bolt it here and over here so it protects these hoses up in here. We'll see. It's a work in progress. I really don't know what I'm doing, so it's all kind of an experiment trying to make this work, you know. There aren't a lot of grapples on little tiny excavators like this. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm happy with the changes. I believe that these are changes that are necessary and they'll make it work better, I think. Pretty sure. All in all, I love this thing. It's moved a lot of logs for me already, that's for sure. Small scale, keeping it light. Agile, I can move this in with my pickup and pull it out, and you know, I don't have to leave it anywhere to get vandalized. It works perfectly on a road if you're cleaning out roads, residential areas where you don't want to have a large footprint, make a bunch of ruts. You can work when it's a little more wet than a big machine can. You can work when it's hotter because you have the rubber tracks where you're not making sparks. Just a lot of good things about it. I mean, you know, bigger is good, right? I mean, if you have a bigger machine, you can pick up a bigger log. You know, you can log faster. You know, you can load log trucks. I can't load a log truck with this thing ever. Just won't pick up a log far enough for sure. I could probably get the bunk logs on. But I don't think I'd be able to lift them up over the stake, so that's probably never going to happen. But that's all right. We're good. I like it. I'm happy. It's what I wanted. It's doing what I want. A little modification here and there gets me where I'm going. That's all we can do. I would have really appreciated if you would subscribe to my channel. It's kind of a hobby of mine, but you know, I like sharing it with other people. Comments are great. I love suggestions. If you see anything that I'm doing that's crazy, be nice, but you know, let me know. You know, I'm learning here. Aren't we all? If you quit learning, then you're just sucking then.